history poorly taught is the dullest subject in the world. It should be the most exciting because it's about people. The point I've always tried to drive home in my class is simply that unless you understand the emotions of that time, you'll never understand the war. You've got to feel what these people are like. You've got to come to know them.
People sometimes ask why historians continue to study the Civil War. They ask if after 150 years there is really anything left to say. And yet, the field continues to grow and change. There are still so many questions to ask, sources to examine, and answers to find. It's important that we have people who continue to do that exploration, and it's important that we have places and institutions that continue to support those people. And that's what the Virginia Center for Civil War Studies is all about. That's what it's always been about. This year, the Virginia Center for Civil War Studies at Virginia Tech is celebrating 20 years. But while its creation was announced in March of 1999, its story actually begins in 1967, with the arrival of the well-known historian James I. Bud Robertson at Virginia Tech. Even before coming to Virginia Tech, Bud Robertson had worked with Presidents Kennedy and Johnson as the executive director of the Civil War Centennial Commission. He continued to make a name for himself while at Tech, earning the rare title of Alumni Distinguished Professor, writing and editing over 20 books, speaking about the war for National Public Radio, serving as a consultant for the movie Gods and Generals, and teaching an estimated 22,000 Virginia Tech students throughout his career. By 1999, Dr. Bud was renowned and respected as a teacher, lecturer, writer, and face of Virginia Tech. Inspired by Dr. Robertson's success, Virginia Tech decided to establish a Civil War Center. During Civil War weekend 1999, soon-to-be Virginia Tech President Charles Steger announced a major campaign to raise funds for the creation of a Civil War Center dedicated to education and book and document preservation. And so the Virginia Center for Civil War Studies was born. From the beginning, Dr. Robertson had ambitious plans for the center. It would carry on the existing annual Civil War Weekend and Campaigning with Lee programs, but would also sponsor other lectures and conferences throughout the year. It would pursue digital learning projects and provide graduate scholarships to attract the best master's students. And that was just the beginning. With so many exciting things happening at the brand new center, Dr. Robertson recruited another prominent historian in 2000 to become the director of programs, William C. Jack Davis. Davis has now written and edited over 50 books, won the Jefferson Davis Award for Outstanding Scholarship on Civil War and Confederate History 4 times, and served as an advisor for television documentaries. This dream team set to work expanding their programs and goals. Dedicated to education, they created a documentary for schools entitled West Virginia as a Child of the Civil War, followed by a series of videos called Virginia in the Civil War. These tools were joined by a guide for teaching the Civil War to high school students, and the first book on Civil War chaplains. For 11 years, the duo brought Civil War history to life at Virginia Tech in new ways. But in 2011, after 44 years of teaching, Dr. Robertson retired, leaving the center in Jack Davis's hands. Davis continued to expand center programs, including an index of Civil War newspapers and a 5-book series on Virginia in the Civil War. After 13 years at Virginia Tech, Jack Davis retired as well, and the search began for a new director. Since Paul Quigley's selection as the 3rd director of the Civil War Center, he has dedicated himself to bringing to Blacksburg leading voices of both academic and public history through lectures, exhibitions, movie screenings, and conferences. Today, under Quigley's direction, the center has expanded to include a traveling trunk outreach program that brings Civil War history into elementary school classrooms, and a driving tour of Southwest Virginia's Civil War history. He has also partnered with Special Collections at Virginia Tech's library to collect, preserve, and digitize their collection of Civil War materials first begun by Dr. Robertson, a collection which has now grown to include over 650 Civil War-era manuscripts and 8,000 rare books. Yet, more than anything, the center continues the legacy and mission that Dr. Robertson established. We are proud that, thanks to Bud Robertson, Jack Davis, and the many friends of the Civil War Center throughout the years, Virginia Tech is widely recognized as an important home of Civil War history. As our current director, Dr. Quigley, likes to say, we do Civil War history land-grant style, taking the latest research and expertise and sharing it with our community, our state, and the wider world. Thank you for supporting us as we continue to give back by teaching and preserving Civil War history for generations to come.